When we first saw this space, it was not lived in for 25 years. Just very shocking kind of place.
Does being a designer make it easier or harder to design your own home? And what if you're working with certain challenges, like an old building or a small budget? Interior designer Sham of Isaji's Atelier is a prolific young designer who has done some impressive work in a short time in Mumbai and Goa. We asked her these questions and also took a tour of her flat in Mumbai that she shares with her husband and 2 pets. Sarah, tell us, what did the space look like when you first saw it, and what was the best thing about it?
While the house was not in very good condition, the layout was amazing. The natural light was overwhelming. It was so bright. It was so bright that it felt like we had switched on all the lights at full capacity, but there was no lights on in the house because all the windows are facing west. So as the sun goes over, it's just flooded with natural light, and the entire view is just greenery of trees.
When people see the potential of a space like this, they tend to get overwhelmed and don't know where even to start. As a designer, can you tell us some tips on how you approached a project like this, which you had to start right from scratch?
I think every space needs to have a certain context, Rachna. So I think it doesn't make any sense to create a modern home if there's an Art Deco shell, because this building was built in the 70s, so I don't want a home that looks like something out of the 70s. If you feel overwhelmed by it, I think you just have to let the bones speak to you and see what it is that are the redeeming factors for the space and really play off those. They had a lot of original details that they put into this space. That was actually the starting point for us. So all the teak-wood framing that was there for the windows and doors. There's this beautiful arch detail that you can see going through the house right in the entrance area of the hall. A beautiful terrazzo flooring with green chips, and then a darker palette of terrazzo flooring going into the bathrooms. So these are all the things that you take as your palette and then you build on that.
So what are the elements that you kept and what are the elements that you actually did away with?
The bathrooms are obviously in very bad condition, so we had to break completely the bathrooms, the kitchen. So we tried to do a mix of old and new with the space and bring in some fresh elements. When we first came into the house, we saw the green chips and saw the greenery of the plants outside, and it was very clear that green was the theme color for this house. So we've crammed it with lots of plants, lots of green furniture, lots of green accents, and we've tried to keep that as the theme for the home.